So I'm going to break it up, Roy, into the three descending bass line sections first of all, and then I'll show you how it all puts together. So make sure you practice these individual bits first of all. Then it'll all become a lot easier for you. So this is the one you know quite well, where you have the alternate bass note on its own, followed by bass with fingers, if you get what I mean. So first we've got this bit. Together, separate, together, separate, together, separate, together. So that's the first one. So the next one is where you add the bass note to this E minor chord that comes from the harmonic section. I'll explain again that later on. So this is the second one. So you're playing this chord on every bass note now. I'll do that again. So that's two. So the third one is actually the easiest one to play, but probably the one you're most likely to go wrong. So your right hand, of course, is going to move from strings 1, 2, 3 to 2, 3, 4 on the second beat of the bar, not the second time you play it, because remember there's 2 notes for every beat. So, and then it obviously moves from 1, 2, 3 to 2, 3, 4. And it moves when you play the B. So we start with the open, so we're on 1, 2, 3 to start with, and we've got open 4, then a C, and now you move when you hit the B. So that's the 3 descending bassline passages. So the next thing to practice is the ending. So we start with the 4th fret of the 5th string, and you will have your first finger on the E, because you're going to need that, because it's the same chord that you had earlier on, the E minor chord, where you alternate from 4 to 3, 2 to 3, 2, 1. But before you play that, you're going to play strings 6 and 5 together with your thumb. Ba-dum. So that's the first of those bars. So to help you to get to this chord, remember I did point out that it's the same sort of shape in your hand as you have with the harmonic section, which I'll show you again in a minute. And if you move that right down to the 1st fret, and then move everything up a string, and then bar across the 1st fret, you've got it. So you play strings 6 and 5 together with that chord, hold that chord down throughout the bar. And the right hand does exactly the same thing as it did in the bar before. Now, very similar to the other endings that you do in this, you've got the B7 chord and your pinky on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. Play through 6 and 5 yet. So it's just the same right hand to start with. When you get to the 3rd beat here, you lift your pinky up 1 fret and play strings 2 and 3. So that all that remains now is to put the bits that you do know really well in between, which of course is these 7 chords on the 8th fret here. Sorry, you've got you know that, and you know the harmonic bar. So just remember that harmonic bar ends with open 1, 2, 3, and then you just move your right hand across. And that is the same chord that starts the second and third of the bass, precedes the second and third of the bass descending sections. So you're already there for this one. And you play that before this one. So I'll put it all together, Roy. There we go. Nice and slowly for you. And you are supposed to slow down